Hi, I've been joined by Syd Kassim from VIAVI, who's just come off the plenary stage and has been talking about the rollout, in particular in regional areas. Syd, thanks for joining us. Can you perhaps tell us a little bit more about how VIAVI is supporting the rollout of connectivity in the north of England?
Yeah, hi James, so thank you. Yeah, so we've just come off the stage and this has been a fantastic event for the last couple of days. And VIAVI's been working with a test and measurement company. We've been around for 99 years now, and I wasn't there at the start. I just want to clear that up, okay? So big year for us next year. And we are engaged with lots of companies, lots of big companies and also lots of altnets in helping them to accelerate the networks. And there's a whole series of issues around that, around acceleration, and I'm sure we can touch on them in the next couple of minutes.
Okay, well, let's do exactly that. So acceleration of build is something that's been talked about, and perhaps it's in ways of people rolling out networks but wanting to really do it once and to get it right. So how do you help in that process?
You know, that is exactly right. Get it right first time. That is the key mantra that we're helping our teams to achieve. I'll give you an example. There was a team a couple of years ago and they had a failure rate of 38%. Now they had more than 1 million homes passed. That's 380,000 failures a year of networks. You know, when you think of the logistics of that, the fact that there's a manpower shortage, we well and truly understand. So getting it right first time is really important, and we're helping the teams to do that with a variety of tools and processes.
Okay, really interesting. Perhaps we go into that in a little bit more detail. So what are some of the common challenges that network operators face? What causes those failures?
Well, you can think of it, there's a whole series of hoops you have to go through to roll out an FTTX networks, a whole series. And the key thing is that we're really helping them to focus on the build, so that's building out from the exchange to the customer, and then connecting the customers. So two distinct phases. For the build phase and the build teams, we help them so when they finish the build, and they get in their van and drive off, they haven't got to go back because they've tested what they built, that as sure as they can be, that section's going to be okay. And then the same sort of thing for the activation teams. And what that allows you to do is you haven't now got your workforce, which are meant to be building next week over there, suddenly got to be drawn back because you've got a customer waiting to be activated. So it really is making a difference to the acceleration rate of our teams that we work with, as well as to the environment. You don't want engineers all over the place when really you want to get it right first time.
And thank you for the explanation on that. I mean, and do you think there's more? We've had the policymakers here, the mayors of the various regions across the north. Do you think there's more that they could be doing to be helping you or your customers to be able to accelerate that delivery even further?
I think one of the things we realised is it's not simple. You know, and that's why I say there's a whole series of hoops we have to jump through before we get to deploying networks, from a legislation and from do the communities really want it there. The good news is we do seem to be on target for our 85% by 2025, so that's a really good thing. And I think, by us working with teams and helping them to accelerate, and that's exactly what we're doing, then that is really making a difference. And with a bit of luck, we'll hit, our 100% by the end of 2030.
Fantastic. Let's really hope so. And do you think there's a role for events like this? This is the first time there's been a connected north, but is there a role for these sort of events in bringing this whole community together?
It has. Fantastic. It's been fantastic. I did a presentation yesterday, and one of the things I did at the end was to thank the organisers of Connected North, because this is exactly what we need. We need to be able to get together. And one thing that's been really nice is there's a lot of talk by the ISPs, all the people building the network and offering services about sharing, about look, we've got a plan. We shouldn't always be competing against each other. We should be able to work much more together as a team and to help to roll this out. And I think, that's a fantastic thing to be able to do.
Well, great. Well, I'm glad you're so positive about how the last 2 days have gone. And thank you for coming and talking to us.
Thanks, James. It's been great to meet you. Thank you.